Alrighty, good morning guys. Today we are going to learn about another new type of percent, and this is called the percent change or the percent of change. This is where you're going to be figuring out, given an original amount of money and a new amount of money, what percent did you increase or decrease by. So the percent change describes the shocking change over time by either an increase or a decrease. The percent change is represented by the difference, which is subtraction, between the new and the original amount. And again, when we say subtraction and difference, we mean legit. Subtract the two values to give you the change. Now, this change will be taking place of the part in both the equation and the proportion. So you can see below, in our proportion, the change is the part, the original is the whole, and then we have percent over 100. In our equation, the change is the part, so we have change equals original times percent. Now we're going to use both of these, either one of these, in order to figure out what the percent change is. Your directions for these types of problems will be something like, determine the percent of change and state whether the percent is an increase or decrease. You'll be looking for this keywords when you're looking in word problems. So for number 1, it says our original is 4, our new is 5. Is that an increase or a decrease? Hopefully you know going from 4 to 5 is indeed an increase. So we know our original, we know our new, we need to know our change. So we need to do 5 minus 4, which is 1. Now this number is our change, which becomes our part. When we fill into our proportion, we have our part, or change, which is 1, over the original, which is 4, equals percent, which is x because we don't know it, over 100. Now, if you're setting up the equation, you would have your part, or change, which is 1, equals your original, or 4, times your unknown percent of x. When you solve both of these out, you should get x equal to 25%. When you're stating your answer, you must be sure to state whether it's an increase or decrease. Otherwise, the 25% doesn't mean much. We've already decided it's an increase because we went 4 to 5, so it's a 25% increase. You guys should be so good at solving proportions and equations at this point that I don't need to go through it. All right, number 2, we need to know our original, which we have. We need to know our new, which we have. We need to decide if it's an increase or decrease. If we're going from 15 to 12, you're less. So that is indeed a decrease. Okay, so now what we need to know is our change. So we need to do 15 minus 12 gives us 3. Again, this 3 is the change, but is also known as the part. The original is also our whole. Now we need to fill into our proportion, which again, change over original equals percent over 100. So we have our change of 3 over original of 15 equals our percent, which we don't know, x over 100. If you're setting up your equation, it would be change equals original times percent. So change is 3 equals original 15 times our unknown percent. When you solve these out, you should get x equal to 20%. That means your final answer will include the percent, which is 20, and the factor is decrease or increase. Decrease. Now, we won't often give you guys problems like this, but we will give you problems in Word or application form. So open up your foldable to number 1. Number 1 here is an excellent example of this. Now, as we read, we're going to underline the important information and we're going to talk about what it means. Pam decreased her time for the mile walk from 30 to 25 minutes. What was her percent of decrease? Right there, it's asking for a percent change. And you'd ask yourself, first of all, it tells us there's a decrease and we went from. The word from indicates that this is the original. So let's go ahead and label it. Original is 30. And then if 30 is original, that means that the 25 must be the new. So we know our original, we know our new, we need our change. 30 minus 25 equals 5. Now we can substitute into our proportion and our equation. So remember, proportion is change over original equals percent over 100. So our change is 5. It becomes our part. Our original is our whole equals x over 100. When we're setting up our equation, again, the change is your part. So you have 5 equals your whole or original, 30 times x. When you solve out this equation, you get an answer of 25%. Now, is this an increase or decrease? 30 to 25. This is a decrease. So 25% decrease is your final answer. Take a look at number 2. It says, a school fundraiser washed 40 cars the first day, and the next day they washed 65 cars. What is the percent increase? That tells you they want the percent of change from the first, which makes it the original, to the second day, which makes the second day the new. So the number of cars on the first day is our original, which is 40. The number of cars on the second day is our new, 65. We need to know our change, which is 65 minus 40, which is 25. We need to decide if it's an increase or decrease. 40 to 65 is an increase. All right, let's set up our proportions. So we have change or part, 25 over original or whole, 40 equals x over 100. Your equation would be 25, which is the change or part, equals the original whole, 40, times x. When you solve this out, you should get x equal to 62.5%. Your final answer would be 62.5% increase. Alrighty, so let's go on to number 3. I want you guys to pause the video, give it a try. When you unpause the video, I'll have the answer up. Alright, so for number 3, the increase from indicates that that's the original. 2, 290, increase, that's a new. Your answer should have been 22.5. Pause the video, try number 4, and then I'll go over the answer. Alright, number 4. The question is, what is the percentage change from 1998? That means 1998 is the original. To 2018, that means it's the new. When you cross multiply and solve, you should get 200% increase. Now, you guys pause the video and do number 5, but number 5 is not a percent change. Notice they're giving you the percent and the amount of students, and they want to know how many are there now. See if you can solve this out. It's like an old skill. Alright, here's the answer. The original is 180, the new is the x, and the percent is 20. You end up getting a 36% decrease. A 36% decrease. Therefore, you have to subtract it from 180, giving you 144 students this year. And as per usual, pause the video, try number 6, and when you're done, I will put the answers there. Well, not when you're done, like in 2 seconds. Alright, here's your answers to number 6. Now, don't worry if you're not 100% getting this. We're going to practice this in class on Monday some more, so it's not such a big deal. Just try to grapple with it and absorb what percentage changes. Alright guys, thank you and enjoy your weekend. Bye.